We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. For a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Reagor. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Slap. Nike,
18. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Eagles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Henry.
First down, Philadelphia.
Past the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big run that time by Henry. 48 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
His kick is
well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on
nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
29-yard
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Eagles 3, Washington 0.
Second and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
This is Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Derrick Henry.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. 60 Bison. Switch.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 35-yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
James Robinson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down and 4.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Took nearly the entire 1st half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson, he will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try.
A 27-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. Some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
To throw again, Jones. A short throw caught by Andrews. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Jones. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Santos set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Burt sets up to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out. 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now Jones sets up the screen to Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Washington.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, a quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Cairo Santos lining up.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A carry now for McKissick. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one out quickly to James. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Eagles.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Henry, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's got it. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Eddie Pinheiro.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
circle round twice with the encore. If you know, you know.
Back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They run the option on 2nd down.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the option.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the run. It's Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Jones will try and run with it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Philadelphia, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just a